Get all set up here. All right. Audio's coming in. I need to turn this down though. There we go. Alright, one last thing and we can get started. All right. Give it a minute. All right, so we are here, guys, again, playing some Greedfall. I am really enjoying this game, but I won't lie, it is very relaxing. So last time we took off, we were actually doing a quest for one of our companions. I think it was the blue coin guy, the blue coin guard. Which you gotta think is a kind of weird name. Like, hey, I'm the blue coin guard. I'm like, that's my money. I don't know. Alright. One of the things that is actually kind of interesting in this game is that the fact that that you don't run out of stamina. You can run forever. So that's a little bit new to me because every RPG I've ever played, your stamina always seems to kind of run out.
Bit of poison on my blade, and let's go!
Why do I keep getting text messages from people I don't know? Well, actually, I know why. It's spam mail.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Hey, Georgie, how's it going? Hey, okay, I have a great stream. I'm watching a movie right now, so can't say. Oh, no worries. I get it. No worries. Gotta have that movie night. Hey, Joe, how's it going? All right. We're just gonna leave him alone. I'm kind of on a mission. There we go. At least now I know I'm going in the right direction. Maybe? I really wish there was a that's probably one of the biggest gripe with this game is I wish there was a mini-map.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Ow.
Let's see if you can ward off this fight! Be careful!
Oh, let me heal, you jerk! Alright, big weapon's not helping me out right now. And boss goes down. Even though that's technically not our objective. Just saying. Don't tell me we got all upset about turkey. Ow. Feels better. I don't think. No, that's not where we need to go.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate. Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
I was informed of your arrival by my sentinels, but I didn't think it would be you, Kurt.
Rolf, you're the leader of this camp.
Do you two know?
We train together. We haven't seen each other in a long time. A very long time.
The world of warriors is very small, Kurt. What brings you here, my old comrade? And who are these people with you? They're not one of us?
My name is de Sade. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
And I am Captain Vasco. No need to comment about our distance from the sea. I know.
These people sure are important. So, what are you doing here?
I've heard things about this place. About this very special camp.
And we wanted to see what it was all about with our own eyes.
That's very nice of you, but visitors aren't welcome in this camp. What goes on here is only the guards' business.
Does the same apply to me?
Listen, Kurt. I can give you and your friends some answers, but only because it's you. Anyway, knowing you as well as I do, I'm aware I'm not going to get rid of you that easily. So, what would you like to know?
What is it you do here? And why is this place kept secret? Even from your comrades in the guard?
The natives have their magic, and we have to train elites to be able to face them. That's what we're doing here. Our role is sensitive, and our location obviously cannot be revealed to the whole island.
I see the reason for this kind of training. The Bridge Alliance would be particularly interested in soldiers like these. And yet I'd never heard of this elite squadron.
We're still in the early stages of the program. We don't want to rush things. And our leaders demand secrecy. Orders are orders.
And everything that's shady is okay.
This is a huge camp for such a secret location. How is it organized?
The main building is reserved for officers and the wounded. The front and rear of the camp are dedicated to combat training. But most exercises take place outside.
Impressive. And how do you manage recruitment?
Only the best come here. Those who have combat experience. Once they arrive, they're separated into 2 squadrons, each led and trained by a lieutenant. But you already know all of this, Kurt. It must bring back memories.
Yes.
Hey, Nikki, how's it going?
Will you tell us about your training?
That's a sensitive topic. Most exercises take place in the field to get the men used to it. The natives' knowledge of the environment gives them as much of an advantage as their magic. But if you want to know more, you should ask my lieutenant instructors.
Actually, we found out about this camp while we were looking for someone.
A kid I recruited. Rainer.
Oh. I didn't know he was one of yours. My condolences. I was told he died in an accident in the harbor.
Sure.
Intelligence, Rolf.
All right. Since you're here, I guess there's no point in lying to you anymore. The accident occurred during a maneuver. It's regrettable, but these things happen, you know?
We've taken up enough of your time, Captain.
I agree, and I have things to do.
I still don't trust
I'd
you.
like to question your lieutenant instructors, if you don't mind. To ask them about Rainer.
You've become a real sap. Fine. But try not to disrupt the day's schedule too much. Goodbye.
I'm sorry, I couldn't contain my act.
I noticed. Good thing you know this captain so well. I don't think he would have let us investigate otherwise.
I'm not sure it's a good thing, really.
Old barrack rivalries.
Rolf doesn't bring back good memories. But let's continue. Lieutenant,
Respectfully, Captain.
here is my friend, the legate of the merchant congregation. He would like to ask you a few questions.
At your orders. I'm listening, sires.
How do the various squadrons in this camp differ from one another?
The recruits I train are intended to carry out more subtle actions.
Really? What kind?
I teach them how to blend into the background, understand customs, observe, and know when to strike.
That's strange. These skills are normally associated with assassins, rather than soldiers.
These
I
skills
agree.
are always useful, regardless of the enemy or the setting.
What kind of training do your men undergo?
I can't go into detail.
Although I kind of find it interesting that we have to cipher through all this dialogue and then we actually get to the meat and point.
Orders, even to their death.
But No, Captain. We also teach them to analyze situations, so that they know when to act to avoid risking their lives.
How did you become an instructor in this camp?
I have led numerous squadrons before, and I've trained hundreds of recruits on the continent. I worked with Captain Rolfe in the past, and when I arrived on the island, he recommended me for this position.
That's very impressive. And I expect that you're familiar with the natives' environment and magic.
Yes, of course.
I got money says this ain't gonna work.
Kurt, don't you think that someone this talented fits what we're looking for? You see, we need to find someone who can replace Kurt to oversee my cousin's security.
Your cousin is a governor of New Serene, I've heard.
Oh, I guess it did work.
It's a prestigious position. I don't doubt my abilities, but an offer like this, made so suddenly, must have a price.
We can't hide anything from you.
We're trying to find out what happened to Rayner, a recruit who trained here.
That name doesn't sound familiar. He must have been in the Shadow Squadron.
The other lieutenant's squadron.
Yes. I'm sorry. Haven't been much use to you. Did something happen to him?
He died. His body was thrown into the harbor to make it look like he drowned.
I guess it was one of your recruits. My condolences, Captain.
We'll question some of your soldiers.
At your orders, but please be quick. I'd like to get on with training.
This whole thing smells fishy to me.
Lieutenant.
Captain.
My friend
I like
would
fish.
Like to learn more about this
Especially
camp.
catfish.
At your orders, Captain.
Fried catfish.
Sir?
Can you tell us about your squadron?
The recruits who come here are the best. And in my squadron, they get even better. I don't know what else to tell you. They're disciplined, rigorous, and effective. Exactly what you'd expect from the best soldiers.
What kind of training takes place in your ranks?
Combat in natural settings. Combat against the savage's magic.
I'm very curious about how you train against the magic the natives use.
Now these are complex, secret maneuvers. I'm very sorry, but I can't tell you anymore.
That's a pity. It would definitely be instructive.
I heard the recruit Rayner trained here. What can you tell me about him?
Oh, he was a good one. He died a little while ago.
So we've heard. Your captain told us he died during a maneuver. Can you tell us more?
The training we do outside can... Rayner fell to his death in a ravine.
He fell.
During a simulated ambush. I know, it's not glorious, but it happens. I'd like to get back to work now, if you'll allow it, Captain.
Go on. We're gonna go talk to some of your recruits.
I hope that it won't take too long. We're all very busy here.
We'll be quick, Lieutenant.
The story about training against magic is a lie. This lieutenant has no idea what he's talking about.
So what could they be training recruits for here, then?
I don't... Soldier!
Yes, Captain.
At ease. We have some questions for you.
Me? At your orders, Captain.
And why do I feel like we're all gonna get stonewalled?
You look exhausted. Is training that rough here?
Well, it's difficult at first, but you get through it. Taming fatigue. That's the key to it all.
Haven't you ever wanted to stop? You've never doubted your vocation.
I'm not a coward, nor a weakling. The strength of the Shadow.
What is that? Your motto?
Our squadron's captain.
You seem concerned about your comrades. You keep looking at them.
No, not at all.
Are you afraid of what they might think of you?
Absolutely not, Captain. We are all of one mind in this squadron. We are very united.
I gotta say, the sweat kind of looks weird. Just saying, it kind of looks kind of weird.
Since this is such a close-knit squadron, you must have known Raynor.
Yes, of course. But he's not part of the squadron any longer. He left.
Really?
I don't know what you're trying to get me to say, Captain. Raynor left the squadron because he was sent on a mission. There's nothing more to say.
Sorry, mate, but that's not what happened.
I don't know anything more.
Thank you. That will be all.
Thank you, Simon. Captain?
He definitely doesn't want to talk.
I feel like a bogeyman.
These recruits are clearly scared to let any information slip.
It's as if their life depended on it.
Probably does. Hello, Darthante. How's it going?
Hello, soldier.
Captain?
We need information. Your instructor authorized us to question.
Of course, sire. I'm listening.
How would you describe your training? Do you train outside the camp much?
Yes, we do. Well, not exclusively.
Really? Yet we've been told that your unit specialized in actions over difficult terrain.
Yes, I think so. Well, yes, that's true.
Problems remembering things, soldier?
No, Captain.
Sounds like it to me.
What's it like in your squadron?
Very good. The Phantom Squadron is made up only of the very best.
Do you trust your comrades?
We're like 5 fingers on one hand, sire. I would trust them with my life.
You've sure got the military spirit.
Yes, Captain.
We've learned that a recruit died in an accident during a maneuver. Does this happen often?
No, of course not. Only to those who aren't strong enough.
That's strange. I was told that this recruit was very talented.
So this place is
I
not
don't know what to tell you.
for the weak.
It's possible. If you don't mind, I'd like to get back to my training.
He seems afraid that an accident might befall him too.
No.
I'm good. What about you? I'm doing
I
good.
just don't want to fall behind schedule.
Very well. Go on.
Playing a nice game, hanging out with you guys.
These kids are scared to death.
Yes. This
I'm
boy's
doing
answers about
great.
his
Thank you
training
for
secret.
asking.
Soldier,
Captain.
at ease, soldier.
We'd like to learn more about your training.
I have nothing to say about it, sir.
Really? Go on, it's not a difficult question. What do you do during training?
Is this a test, Captain?
No.
Yes.
It's not a test. You may speak freely.
Well, training is...
I would have said that's a test,
But we
but
can't
you have to be
complain,
honest. Every
Captain.
question you have to answer truthfully.
That's an interesting way to phrase it.
If I find out you're lying, you fail.
You're very united in this squad. At least, that's what I've been told.
United. You could say that, yes. Until death.
That's rather sinister. Does the name Raynor sound familiar to you?
Yeah. Well, no. Not really.
You seem rather hesitant. Afraid of being reprimanded by your lieutenant?
No. Well, not at all. It's just that I can't tell you anything about Recruit Raynor. And we're lucky to have the Lieutenant as our instructor, Captain.
We should leave this soldier to his work.
Your name, soldier?
Wilhelm. First class recruit Wilhelm, Spectre Squadron.
Keep it up, Wilhelm.
Lieutenants, report.
Captain?
Could you give us a few minutes and take us around the site? I've never been here before, and I'm curious to see what goes on.
I'm not sure if we can, Captain.
We are on duty, Captain.
What do you think about this game?
Right, Lieutenant.
I like it.
Are you coming with us?
I like the fact at the beginning they don't tell you everything like traditional RPGs where like, okay, this person did this thing, this person did this thing, this person's really bad because of this reason, and you must go to fight the big bad boss, but you know, or to get to the big bad boss, you have to go do this. It works on some RPGs, but in this one I kind of like that there was like that mystery, like what's going on? Why is everybody sick? Why are we important? I kind of like, I did like that. Like, what is our role here? And it seems like more like we're a diplomat, but And I was under the impression we're going to be like a pirate in this, but which is kind of the reason why I chose the title my my stream Shiver Me with Shiver Me Timbers in it. But even if we're not said pirate, it's still a very fun game, very relaxing. The combat, once you get used to it, is very good. The story, so, like I said, we're not like all the way through the story. Like we're only on, I would say, like the second act. But the story so far, like I said, is really good. I really like it. The level up mechanic, I would say, a few of my gripes on the game would be the how you level up in the game and get points. I would have preferred a way to actually earn some extra points while I'm waiting for my level to go up. But I think they did that so you can't instantly max out your character. And so that way I do understand, but although I do wish there was other ways we can earn points. Like in Skyrim, where you can go to totems, read totems, or books that gets you points until your next level. They do have that solved, but I couldn't find any more totems. The armor, the armor sets I've seen really look nice, although I'm kind of partial to this kind of armor look. Although I think they're all kind of the same in some regards. Weapons, I don't think there's really any big change in those. They all look pretty much the same, just different damage outputs. Facial animations are okay, but they're not like... Well, the best game I can think of right now, which has great facial animations, would be Mass Effect. Mass Effect has really good facial animations. This one doesn't, but it still doesn't rob the overall enjoyment and immersion of the game. The environment, it really looks great. I mean, when it's raining, it actually looks like it's raining. The rocks, I haven't really looked at the rocks, but I think they do have like water that runs down them. The textures are really nice. I mean, if you look at like games that are like way old school, like Morrowind, the rocks would actually look kind of flat, just kind of roughish. This one, they actually can see different colors and textures going into the rocks, so I actually do appreciate that. The skyboxes really look nice. You actually can see the clouds moving a little bit. The environment reacts to itself, like you can see the grass kind of moving. Overall, I would say that right now, my opinion of the game is pretty good. I really enjoy, like I said, I really enjoyed the game so far. Then again, we're not all the way through the game. This is a 30-hour game. That's something else I want to I appreciate is the length, because you'll get depending on how long you play. I mean, I'm pretty sure if you play it for 2 days straight, you'll beat it. But if that's just dependent, I guess, if you're doing just the main story and not doing any of the extra missions. Which I feel like doing the side missions is vital in the game, because if you don't do the side missions, you're not going to gain XP as quickly. Like, I was doing side missions and killing enemies. That's how I got to level 18 so quickly. I guess you would say so quickly. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. So far, it's really good.
Wilhelm, we need to talk. And don't worry, Kurt will make sure your superior doesn't come this way.
Why are you doing this?
We didn't think you'd say anything as long as she was here.
If you noticed, others will have too. They'll make me pay.
Even more reason to talk. If we have proof, we can take action and close this camp.
Very well.
Did I pre-order this game? No. By the time I heard about it, A3, I didn't have the funds. So I'm at GameStop. I'm like, oh, look at games, and I'm like, oh, this is actually on sale. Okay, I'll pick it up. And I've had this in my for a few months actually. I just didn't have time to get to it till just now.
What's really going on here? We know that Raynor didn't die in an accident.
This is supposed to be a training camp for the Guard's elite. Only the most talented recruits are allowed to join. This is an immense honor, an extraordinary chance. That's what we're told every day. But in reality...
But even when I saw it at 83, I was like really intrigued by it. I'm like, oh, this is going to be like... kind of like the politics of Witcher 3 mixed with like Fable in a way. And I kind of was like, oh, this looks interesting. And it doesn't seem like what it was when I first thought about it. My first initial thoughts. But, you know, it still works in a good way for me. I still like it.
We're constantly beaten and humiliated, and the slightest complaint only leads to more blows. They even push us to police one another, so we don't dare talk. Whatever the orders, we put our heads down, grit our teeth, and obey.
All they leave you with is your survival instinct. Obey or die. It's inhuman.
I heard them tell you about the specialist training against the natives in hostile environments. But what they teach us would be more useful for assassins.
As for Raynor, do you know what happened to him?
Yes.
At first glance, this game
One day
will...
he just couldn't stand it any longer. He disobeyed orders, he fought back...
At first glance, I thought this game would have an online... Oh, yes! I could definitely see how that would be, but I don't know if it would be like just summoning, like the people would do like in Neo, or if it would be like have a PvP section.
If we refuse, we too become the
After,
so we join in and strike. If you're looking to punish Raynor's murderer, you can start with
after.
We all have his blood on our hands.
Not to have a multiplayer. I stopped me from. Oh, after you knew that it wasn't gonna have multiplayer, you didn't buy it. Yeah, I mean, I know there's multiplayer is very appealing, but I like depends on the game. Like I really like multiplayer in like games like Dark Souls, Bloodborne.
That was truly fascinating.
Neo. Well, actually, Neo there wasn't any multiplayer. Well, there is, but you have to go to a certain portion. Yeah, I'm gonna pause the game for a second. But I like games like this. Oh, you mean you like the RPG-esque games like this?
Kurt, Willem has spoken.
What did he tell you?
He said the recruits go through hell. They're humiliated, spy on each other, get bullied. It's essentially torture. Raynor wouldn't stand for these methods. He rebelled and was summoned for night training.
Are you sure he used that term?
Yes. But he told me it's not really training. The recruits are summoned.
And the others beat them. Sometimes to death. I know.
Oh, I love The Witcher. I just haven't had a chance to play the first one. Like, I was about to go get into it, but then my PC broke.
What a monster. How dare he?
But I played the second one, and I played the third one. And I love both of them. I love the story.
Did you learn anything new?
And the Netflix show is absolutely brilliant.
More closely. Rolf's quarters and the basement, which they refuse to open for me.
We can't just barge in and hope they give up. What's your plan?
Let's wait for nightfall. We'll sneak into the camp unseen, search the barracks, the private quarters.
How much did this game cost?
We might also try to find out where this night training
came out to. For me, when I went out and picked it up, it was like $40.
Especially Wilhelm.
Let me see what the price is right here for you. But that was when I bought it. I didn't buy it on day one. So, buy it brand new, it's $40. Pre-owned, $37. Ooh, itchy. Agreed with you. The Witcher franchise is fantastic. The show. The show is not the exception. What do you mean, it's not the exception?
Let's find Rolf's office. He surely has the key to the basement.
I mean, it's fantastic too. Oh, I got you. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I like binge watched that on day one, like when it released. Like, I watched all 8 episodes, and I can't wait for the next one, which will be. I think there's.
This letter is disturbing, Kurt. It confirms that
Which I think is
several
coming
groups
out
have
like
been
next year.
disguised in order to keep this camp secret. But it says that the recruits trained here have been assigned to governors from different cities. And yet I'm sure that Constantine knows nothing about these elite units. The conclusion of the letter
I spend a lot of time
also
with your friend
confirms that the
Yoda.
commander is pleased with what's been going on
He is
here.
the wisest man
So
I know.
Torsten knew.
So it seems. Including about the deaths.
He's gone too far. He dishonors us all. Sieglinder was right.
Alright, where is said key? Hey, Fedrix, what's up? How's it going? Okay, I guess we try downstairs. Okay, we don't have the key for this yet. Oh, I thought I'd check down here just in case. Maybe this game has a strong story. Should I pre-order RE? Wookie, this Saturday, you down for Friday with me? Taco games? Absolutely. Absolutely. Where is the key? I command thee, tell me where you are. But to answer your question, Fredericks, hey, Otaku, how's it going? Should I pre-order RE3? I can't give you that recommendation, Fredericks, because I've never played Resident Evil 3. I've only played the original Resident Evil back on its original PlayStation. And Resident Evil 4 and Biohazard. So I can't recommend that whether you should pre-order or not, but if you're talking about like maybe what I tend to do is I research. I look at game reviews, I look at videos of the gameplay if I can find any, I look at trailers, I look at what they are offering, and if they don't have anything substantial that they're offering, like DLC or any kind of physical content, like soundtrack or a figurine or something like that, I usually tend not to pre-order. For the reason is I don't get like a big get back, because the games don't sell out immediately. You know, it'd be like, hey, I really like this interesting Pepsi look. Look, it's Strawberry Plash. We're gonna let's it comes out on this day, but if you pre-order now, you'll get a nice Pepsi little figurine that will say, "Give me Pepsi," and a few other cool things if you pre-order now. Versus pre-order now and you'll get it on day one. And you pre-order it on that day one, there's still like 20 some units left. Any discounts on the game? Any discount on this game soon? LOL. Hope. I think that you get the old costumes on E3. That's... Cosmetics is not something I really like. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I don't like having... If I'm gonna pre-order a game, I don't want just cosmetic. I want something that's gonna be tangible in the game for me. Like I said, like DLC would be perfect. Like, I guess cosmetics would fall under the category of DLC because it's digital content. But I'm talking about like more substantial, like story based. Or a weapon would be nice. Like when I pre-ordered Code Vein, for instance, I got the God Eater weapons, which are really good in the game. I think that's about it. Like really, that's all I got from it. But as far as like, hey, pre-order this and you get to look like this, I'm like, no. So I guess the best thing I could say for you, Fredericks, is it's really what do you think? That would be my personal take on it. Is what do you think? Do you think pre-ordering the game would be okay? And the stuff that you get from RE3 would be okay for you, or do you like? Well, I could probably wait on this stuff because see, here's the thing about cosmetics. They say that it's only available for pre-order. But eventually they go for everybody, eventually. Like, they'll even probably sell it to you separately, so if you don't want a whole package, you'll probably get one. I mean, I wouldn't personally feel inclined to buy cosmetics, be perfectly honest. Okay, I don't know how many times I've already looked through all of this. Don't you guys just have lockpicks? Oh.
This room. What could have happened in here?
I know the smell only too well. Fear, blood, death.
To think I complained about the Nord's training practices, but this is horrific, Kurt.
This document explains a lot. They torture the soldiers to break them. Raynor shows up on this list more than once.
I haven't even.
He gave them a lot of problems.
Those who resist too much are lynched during night training. Rolf, you'll pay for this.
Kurt, Wilhelm's name was added to tonight's training.
The boy will pay the ultimate price for having helped us.
We can't let them kill him. We must stop this training immediately.
The risk is that Rolf will ambush us.
If this boy dies because of us, I will never...
Okay, so Resident Evil 4, if you pre-order now, you get the classic costumes pack. See, that, to me, that just wouldn't be worth the $60. Pre-ordering it. That just wouldn't be worth it for me. I'd probably just wait until the game came out. But like I said, that's just me. Hey, Rich, how's it going? Well, Ivan isn't my favorite Jedi. I'm your favorite, eh?
Recruits pay for the bastards who manipulate them. Let's avoid spilling blood in there.
You're a good captain, Kurt, but I hope you understand they won't hold back on us.
They're just kids. There has to be a way to reason with them.
We'll do what we can, Kurt. I can't promise anything more.
That's an... That's an honor coming from a Sith Lord like myself. I want to say, I don't like that you only get a costume, but I feel attached to that game. One of my first games I played. Yeah, but like I said, it's really up to you, Fredericks. If you want to pre-order it, go for it. But like I said, if you're asking personally what I would do, I personally would wait until it came out because I really don't care much for cosmetics.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! Move away!
At least it's something I could sell. From what year is this game? I believe this came out last year. Excuse me.
It's blocked.
I think this is a sunbox. Hey, Zach, how's it going? Or, technically a sweat box, not a sunbox. Hi, Yona, Hong Lu. How's it going?
Kurtz, you're so predictable.
I knew you were a bastard, but I didn't think you'd be part of this disgrace.
Have fun, soldiers! The traitors must die!
Stop! Soldiers, are you really going to obey these scoundrels? Do I need to remind you of the Guard's motto? Where is your honor?
I won't repeat myself, recruits. Execute these traitors!
Soldiers, listen to your captain.
Excuse me, sir, but you dropped
and we are here
your
to save you. We
pocket.
surrendered without resistance to avoid a fight and to spare your lives.
Well, what do you want us to do? We have orders, and we know what will happen to us if we don't obey.
Enough! To arms! Attack!
I got a feeling this ain't gonna work.
Must I remind you what happened to Raina?
And however many others perished to fuel the ambitions of this camp's leader.
Is this what you were promised when you were recruited?
No. No.
It worked!
Honor and glory. We strayed far from all that.
See, Wookie?
Let's surrender.
Doesn't even question
Anything is better than dying here like
my
dogs.
weirdness.
How dare
Nope,
you.
I just go
You
with
know
it.
what awaits you.
Shut up, you idiots. You're no longer in a position to threaten anyone.
You're finally here.
Sorry, Captain. The boy resisted longer than planned.
You were spared the shame of seeing how far your comrades have fallen.
What happened?
They surrendered. Like the weaklings they are.
That should make the next night training sessions interesting.
What have you done with Wilhelm?
He received the punishment for traitors and insurgents.
That's
like
why we're
Raina
such good
before him.
pals.
Kurt, I'm terribly sorry. We should have...
Saved him first. We're responsible for his death.
Don't blame the wrong people, soldier. Those that slaughtered him stand before us.
You're right. For Wilhelm! For Raina!
Recruits! Attack!
Bit of poison...
Ow. Well, at least I have some good relationship with them.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Ooh. Well, I'm probably not gonna wear that, but I'll probably give that to somebody else.
Will you be alright, Kurt?
Yes. Yes. I'll be fine.
Hey,
I'm just glad to
Daryl,
know that this
how's
camp
it
won't kill anyone else.
going? Thank you for the share, bud.
Take care of the camp's survivors until you receive your transfer orders.
It would be an honor, Captain.
You'll stay here for now. I'll send men I trust to come get you soon.
What do you want us to do?
I'll need backup if I really want to put an end to all this. We must go see Major Sieglinder in New Serene.
Are you sure she wasn't involved?
Her? Never. She's old school. She already held the commander at a distance because she didn't like the direction the guard was headed. He would have sacked her, or worse, if she didn't have so much support within the guard. I should have listened to her.
There's no use brooding over the past. Let's go. We'll go and see her immediately.
The plot thickens. Man, I am really getting tired of all this cold weather.
Sieglinder, I need to talk to you.
What's the matter, Kurt?
We've just returned from a training camp. A secret camp, where elite soldiers are trained. Through terror, humiliation, and torture.
Don't tell me that.
Yes. One of my recruits died, and he wasn't the only one. It is designed to create a regiment of assassins.
I am sorry, Kurt. I knew something was wrong, but I never would have thought it'd go that far.
We put an end to it all. We had to. But Torsten allowed it. Even encouraged it.
I told you that the commander's ambition would end up leading us astray from the ideals of the Guard, and that we would pay the price for it.
Yes. At the time, I told you you were exaggerating. That he had his reasons.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to speak out, Sieglinder. And reveal the commander's project to the governor of the congregation.
If I were as close to him and his family as you are, I would have done so a long time ago.
I know. I feel so stupid for not having understood Torsten's scheme until now.
You've always been a loyal person, Kurt. And too many loyalties are sometimes hard to reconcile. But Torsten betrayed us all. I'm counting on you to make him pay for it.
Believe me, he won't get away with it. Goodbye, Sieglinder.
Goodbye, Kurt. My men and I stand with you.
And I regained some of that reputation I already lost with him. Didn't he need to go to the... Do I need to go to the governor? Go to the village indicated in... Okay, guess I don't need to. Alright. Let's go to the camp. We have another side mission we can do. Then we'll just go and start doing the main mission. Oh, it's gonna be a long day today.
Have you considered my proposition?
Very well. Let's go and discover what the governor would rather keep hidden from the world.
Excellent.
How would you like to go about this?
We must search her apartments in St. Matthias. They'll be guarded, of course. But if we are discreet, that shouldn't be a problem.
This is taking quite a risk. The congregation's reputation could suffer if we're caught, and my cousin's position would be weakened.
I know. But keep in mind that I know the palace extremely well. And if we want to be sure to pass without being noticed, we need only dress ourselves up as servants.
That would improve our chances. Well, let's do it.
Do 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 do. Travel to and while we wait for the load, I will be right back, guys. I think I'm starting to get a pinched nerve again. Getting old, Wookiee? I'm old. I'm not as old as I think I am. I'm as old as I feel. But I've always had an issue with pinched nerves. Like just, I think it was like 2 years ago, I was with the chiropractor to realign my back so I wouldn't have pinched nerves anymore. Well, if I'm as old as I feel, I'm afraid I don't have much time left. Oh, you got plenty of time. You're plenty young.
Ah, Your Excellency. The Enlightened must have sent you. I would like to ask a favor of you.
I'm listening.
Oh, yay.
As you may be aware, we suspected this island might be the one St. Lucius wrote about.
Did you?
We did, but let me explain. This island was where St. Matthias lived at the end of his life, and where he founded a perfect community. Some time ago, we created a village which we called Eden, following his example. We chose this place as it seemed to be the closest to the one described in the Holy Scriptures. It is a home to a community of converted islanders, accompanied and guided in their budding faith by our theologians. As you can imagine, it is of the utmost importance to us. All the more so because we discovered some tablets there, which were engraved by our
tablets.
An extraordinary discovery that confirms your suspicions.
I see you understand. Alas, these tablets were stolen, probably by the islanders who still reject our influence. I know that you are generally well accepted by the natives. That is why I was hoping that you could help us to retrieve what belongs to us.
I suppose I could go to Eden and try and retrieve them.
Marvelous. The leader of the community, Father Justinius, will be able to answer your questions. May the Enlightened assist you in this holy quest, Your Excellency.
Alright. Okay. This is a lot of stairs. Alright. Well, somebody surely doesn't like cleaning up after themselves. I didn't know what's in those. I wonder if those are like fireflies or what.
This area of the palace is forbidden to visitors, by order of the Mother Cardinal.
We did not know. Please excuse us.
The basements are for servants only.
Very well. We'll go back up.
So we need a servant's outfit. Yay. So where do we find a servant's outfit? Disguise the team as a servant. This place is confusing. No! Ow! Out of my way! You can't make it. They never make it easy on you. Like, obviously, I don't think the servants would live up here.
This is a very unique place. The smell of stupor and vice reign as its masters.
You're not wrong. We should search this place.
This document is highly important. By reading it carefully, you could learn a lot. The Mother Cardinal apparently borrows large amounts of money from a moneylender. Actually, enormous sums.
What's more, she does so quite regularly. How does she manage to give it all back?
And the name Candy Cane crops up several times. Quite suspicious, don't you think?
This sweet person must be doing her huge favors to get these sums. Let's rummage around some more. We may find something else. For goodness sake! This room reeks of alcohol.
And not just any old alcohol, if my nose does not deceive me. Cornelia always had great taste when it came to drinking.
It seems that someone forgot their earring.
Ugh, here is an object of more than questionable taste. A woman from a good family would never wear it. It's junk. The kind of thing a courtesan would wear.
I didn't know you were an expert on the subject, Father.
The subject of jewelry?
No, of courtesans.
We are here at the heart.
Hey, Shadow, how's it going?
Excessively priced alcohol. Obvious debauchery.
Surely this is enough to incriminate the Mother Cardinal.
No, my child. These things are common in certain circles, even in Tuleme, unfortunately. Cornelia may well have organized these things for others. These parties might be of use in gaining some political favor. We must find out who is involved and learn more.
The earring that we found may help us with that. We could ask at the brothel if it belongs to a prostitute.
We should also follow the trail left by this document, my child. The money
I'm good. I'm doing Iron Banner as a warlock. Oh, I gave up on Iron Banner. There's just not much in there for me anymore. Like, I think I grinded it out once just to get the armor, but the new armors don't really all look that good to me. I mean, Iron Banner it's just not the same from D1. I got the Hunter armor. Yeah, same here. I got the Hunter armor from when they did the first Iron Banner on D2, but after that, the armor is kind of just like, I've seen better. It's been better. Like, D1 armor was really good, but and weapons, but there's just really not that much of a reason to go there anymore. You know? Of course, now he goes. I can't believe this is working, that he actually just walks past my companions like, hey. Well, you guys are supposed to be here. Spider. Spider is the one that made this game.
from the Enlightened. We supply the Mother Cardinal.
Alright, it's actually not down this way, so we need to go the other way.
Don't hesitate. All of our products are a blessing from the Enlightened. We supply...
Can I get you anything?
I'm here for something else. Can I ask you a couple of questions?
If you wish. What would you like to know?
Do you think that the Mother Cardinal may have ever been here?
Are you drunk or something?
You sometimes deliver goods to your big clients, isn't that right?
Of course. The rich don't like to get drunk among mere mortals.
And have you ever supplied anyone from the palace?
Yes, that has happened. It suits them.
And who places these orders?
Well, a steward, of course. Don't you know how things work?
A woman? Dressed in a long green cloak?
No, the steward is more discreet. On the other hand, the person in the big green coat, the steward speaks to her sometimes. They know each other or work together.
What can you tell me about a certain Candy Cane?
Candy Cane? Everyone speaks about him, or has heard of him, but no one really knows him.
And what do they say about him?
Here, nothing. You need to go downstairs for that sort of thing.
To the games room and the brothel?
Yes, that's more the kind of place where they'd talk about him.
I have to go. I will leave you to your work.
Let's get rid of these money bags.
I saw blue. Can't really use them. Ow. Sorry, guys. I was just taking care of something from work.
A feast for the eyes, ladies and gentlemen. And it's free. Come and see me as soon as you have made your choice. You won't be disappointed. So, have you found what you were looking for?
Let's just say that I'm gathering information.
My warlock.
My treasures are worth their price. I promise you that you will get your money's worth. For you, I'm sure we can make a special arrangement.
My warlock armor is done. Nice! Nice.
Father, do you want to explain to this man why we are here?
Of course. We are not here for your services, but to lead an investigation. Several clients of yours have made a complaint. Precious objects disappearing after your employees' visits.
People in very high places are concerned, which explains why we've been asked to take care of it.
This cannot be. Well, listen. Come in, but please be discreet.
Thank you for your cooperation.
There are too many of you for me alone, my little lambs.
Sorry, madam, but we're here to ask other favors of you. This question might seem a little surprising, but do you know who this earring might belong to?
Why? It's mine. I lost it. How did you get hold of it?
Are you sure you want to broach that subject here?
You're right. Come with me. Well, what do you want? Why are you giving me back my earring?
You know where we found it, don't you?
Obviously. I realized as soon as I got back that I'd lost it.
I imagine your pimp does not know that you take part in these parties. He doesn't dabble in this at all?
No. Do not say anything to him, I beg you. He's on my case enough as it is.
Then I suggest you answer my questions.
What would you like to know?
Could you tell us who you saw at the parties?
Rich people, or better. They seemed very rich and important to me, but I don't know them.
Do you know who organizes these parties?
Not really, no. A steward pays me when I go, but I don't see anyone else, apart from the clients.
You can't even give me a single name.
No. The only person who sometimes speaks to this steward is a woman who is always wearing a green coat. She never takes part in the festivities, but the steward rushes over whenever she arrives.
I'm just noticing my cameras are actually reflecting the screen.
Do you think that an important person from Thélème could have partaken in these soirees?
You're thinking of Mother Cardinal, aren't you? You lot really think we are a bunch of degenerates.
You're hardly a shining example of virtue, my child. Just answer our questions.
Sorry, Father, I don't know the Mother Cardinal, but I strongly doubt she dabbles in that.
You don't think you could recognize her, and you don't think you've crossed paths. What a testimony. Admit it, you must know more than you're letting on. It's virtually impossible not to recognize someone.
What do you guys think? Will this succeed or will it fail?
People, wouldn't you agree?
Well, I was able to
I
recognize
succeeded.
someone once.
I must be getting
Even
better.
with a mask on, I'm good at recognizing my clients.
Please continue. I'm all ears.
I don't want to implicate anyone, but he is of no real importance, and you've probably never even heard of him. It's the local moneylender.
I know very well who you're referring to, my dear.
But I didn't mention anything to you, huh? This stays between us.
Dialogue
I
like
don't even remember
The
the subject
Witcher.
of this conversation.
Yeah, it's very, very similar to The Witcher, I feel.
This woman in the green coat, could you tell me about her?
She always hides her face and never joins us. Then she disappears into a little office and locks the door.
I see. She is quite important, then. Do you know someone who goes by the name of Candy Cane?
Everyone does. He is a powerful person, so his name makes the rounds.
Have you ever spotted him at these pleasure parties?
In all honesty, I wouldn't even be able to recognize him. I've heard his name before, but that's all.
Thank you for your help.
Be sure not to mention this to anyone. I'd lose my clients if they suspected me of speaking about them, you know.
Interesting card. Damn, your characters have... Damn, your character have great sideburns. Not my character. My character doesn't have any sideburns. You must be talking about the father and the... Oh, you're talking about his cheek. You might be talking about his cheek. That's not hair. That's an affliction. In this game, you have some kind of affliction that has now struck the entire populace. The end result is that everyone die. People who have this affliction will die. So your character is tasked with multiple tasks. Is you're trying to establish an alliance and also investigating the source of this affliction. I'm joking about the scar. Oh yeah. I kind of figured that once I started looking around my character. So we're also trying to find the cure to this affliction, but in order to find the cure to this affliction, you also have to play nice with everyone and keep everyone happy. So that seems like to be the premise of the game. It's actually not a pirate game. But I'm just too lazy to change the title of the stream.
Good day.
Welcome. You here to wager? To fight?
On what would we be betting?
On the fights in the arena. You never heard of them? Quite a few come here and bet fortunes.
And do they win?
A few do. Others have less luck. But they do get the thrill either way.
Not your average pirate game. No. There's just no Sea of Thieves. There's just no Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Sorry, those are the only pirate games I know. The best I would say is that the reason why I think people take the assumption that this is a pirate game is because of the title, Greedfall. And the thing is, like, I don't really feel like I'm a pirate, although I can go around people's houses and take their stuff without them actually throwing a fuss. It's like, oh, please, please, take as much as you want.
What is this arena?
It's a place of great pomp and entertainment, where all manner of fights take place. Men, women, savage beasts, island monsters. People are coming from everywhere on the island to participate, or to bet.
Has the Mother Cardinal ever come here to place bets?
The Mother Cardinal? And why not Saint Matthias himself while you're at it?
I imagine that the name Candy Cane rings a bell.
Obviously. Even though I would prefer it wasn't the case. He's a sort of organizer. He captures most of the beasts who fight in the arena.
How is that a problem?
Apparently, he's fixed a few fights. These kind of rumors aren't good for my business.
If that's the case, why don't you stop him?
He has friends, protectors. Without solid evidence, no one will lift a finger. And the only ones who wanted to speak of his cartel have disappeared.
Do you know where I can find him?
He often hangs out around the port at night, but I strongly advise you to stay away from the guy.
I know how to look after myself. Thanks for the information. I must be going.
Next time, then.
Well, I'm gonna go fight in the arena. It's a good way to get some good XP.
Ready to excite the crowd?
Oh, I've already finished all these. Never mind.
I need to get going.
Huh. A pity.
Never mind. Time for the Titan armor. Yeah, I didn't really like the Titan armor, to be honest with you, with Iron Banner. I kind of just only took it for the helmet. That was the only thing I actually grabbed, was the helmet. I think. Actually, I think I have the full Titan armor, it's just I don't really wear it because, well, it just kind of looks stupid. Like, Chad, I'll show you what my Titan looks like once we play the game. We play Titanfall when I play Destiny again.
Can I get you anything? Look who it is.
I'm looking for a woman who comes here. She always wears a long green coat.
Yes, I have seen this coat before.
I'm mainly on Xbox. Oh. I'm on both. Since they now made it free to play, I now have Destiny 2 on both consoles. You just don't have the DLCs on both consoles, which I think is stupid. If you could do game share, you should be able to share the DLC as well with your console. I just talked to this guy.
Good day.
Welcome. You in?
I'm looking for someone. A woman wearing a big green coat.
Yeah, I know who you mean. She's a good client. She comes in especially for the big fights, and she has prime information.
Do you know where I can find her?
No, I don't even know her name.
She wouldn't happen to be coming
I
back
don't
to
play
collect
as
some
a
winnings,
Titan.
would she?
I'm gonna die.
And I can't really tell
Nah,
you.
you're a pretty good player. You're gonna survive.
I must be going.
Next.
You guys are always in my way. You know that? look too bad. Okay, so now where do we need to go?
Can I help you?
Yes, actually. I have a small favor to ask.
You don't look like you need money from me.
I'll get straight to the point. I have bad news for you. I know about the decadent parties at the palace. I know that you take part in them.
What? What are you talking about?
Stop acting all innocent. I have all the evidence I need to incriminate you. Although your reputation isn't spotless, there are others who have a lot more at stake than you. What if I were to spread it around town that you boast about being there? You know what happens when tongues wag too much.
That's enough. All right, I get the message. What do you want?
It would appear that you know the Mother Cardinal very well. I know that she borrowed money from you. I even know how much. What I want to know is why.
I have no idea. Do you really think that my clients tell me everything about their lives?
Does she still owe you money?
No, she always pays me back on time, and with interest.
Do you think she's plundering the city funds?
Ha! If that were the case, the funds would have been depleted long ago. Nah, the money's coming from elsewhere.
Tell me about Candy Cane.
We're not close, if that's what you want to know. I just know his name, like everyone else. I mean, there are some rumours. They say he does his business in the basement of the Coin Tavern.
What kind of business?
Oh, nothing to do with my line of business. He deals in arena fights, which would be on me.
I would advise you to keep all of this to yourself.
I don't want any trouble. I will be as silent as a stone.
So, how do you see things, my child?
I think that the usurer is lending money to the Cardinal, and very significant sums at that. With this money, she bets on the arena fights while hiding in a big green coat. And she also gives large amounts to a certain Candy Cane, known for fixing fights.
Not only does our dear Cornelia love betting games, but she also wouldn't think twice about cheating to win.
Maybe he's just giving her advice. How can we prove anything?
We can always try asking him. Who knows? Perhaps he will give us an answer.
Alright, now we need to find Candy Cane. Guys, get out of my way. Ow. See, this is why I want a mini-map, because I'm constantly having to readjust my screen so I can see where I need to go. Hang on, I want to check my... Subtitles, yes. Tutorials, yes. No, you can't even... They don't have a mini-map in this game. Darn it. I thought maybe I might have just exited it. Just, like, didn't have it on. Ow. You know, the more I think about it, I think it's like we have to get into the warehouse, but there's no way into the warehouse. Never mind.
Candy cane is not here. At least not yet. Remember, my child, the bookmaker told us that he hangs around here at night.
That's true. You're right. Let's come back later.
Well, at least we know where it is. Look for the giant elevator. See if we can find a place to rest for a bit. So I don't want to wait till nighttime. And my chat disconnected. Yay! I guess we could just wait because I don't see us having any place to go. Oh, crap. Sorry guys, I had to reload. I don't want to make the Nords mad. Because it is kind of already evening, so the sun shouldn't be up too much longer. I guess we'll just wait right here. I mean, we could try to find a place to sleep and then come back and... But what's the point? I'm lazy. So I guess I'll take this quick moment just to kind of talk till it's nighttime. So, some interesting game rumors swirling around. One, there's a rumor that they're working on a remake of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, which I am really looking forward to. Like, I wonder if they're going to just stick it to Xbox or they're actually going to branch it out to be PlayStation. Because in times past, Knights of the Old Republic always came out on PC and Xbox. But a lot of us have been waiting for another Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic game come out. And I hope that they don't mess it up. I really hope not. I hope that this is like back to where it was. Because I really enjoy Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Like, once I get my computer back, I will be definitely streaming some KOTOR for you guys, some Knights of the Old Republic. Although I did stream a little bit of another one of BioWare's games, which is Jade Empire. So if it all goes good with Jade Empire, maybe they'll do a remake for not Jade Empire. If all goes good with Knights of the Republic, they'll be wondering if they'll do a remake for Jade Empire and maybe even do sequels. Because technically there was supposed to be a third game for Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, but they didn't do it. They said due to financial... I think they were saying that it just didn't go in the way they wanted it to go, and they went ahead and did the Star Wars The Old Republic, which is the PC game. And I actually remember messaging BioWare, and I was really interesting. They messaged me back on an email, and they said, I asked them, are they guys doing a KOTOR 3, or are you guys just doing it on PC online? He says, no, we are not doing KOTOR 3 at this time. We are just doing the PC game. I'm like, oh, okay. Which I thought was really interesting. I still remember that email. I don't think I have it anymore, but I still remember it. PS5. Let's talk about that for a second. The PlayStation 5, I think, comes out holiday of this year. And a lot of people I've heard are a little bit concerned about the PS5 because there's not a lot of games being announced for it. So... And there's even bigger, another rumor that they're not going to be at E3 this year. I think there are still going to be games coming out. They're going to be coming out for the PS5. Like one of my feelings on I have no proof of this. I'm throwing this out there now. It's just a feeling. They were talking. I shouldn't say they're talking. A lot of people are wondering when the next God of War game's coming out. I think what's going to happen is either one, it's going to release with the PS5. It's going to be announced at E3 this year, or they might be announcing it next year and releasing it next year. Because I think God of War would be a really big hit title on the PS5. But as of right now, there's really no information like when the next God of War game is going to be coming out. I'm sure they're going to release some kind of game with the PS5, and we'll probably hear about that at E3 this year. Like, we won't hear anything about the PS5, as far as I know. That's the rumor, is that the Sony's not going to be at E3 this year, but they'll still announce video games. Yeah, guys, I'm really sorry. There's no action happening right now. I'm waiting for the freaking nighttime to come. So we may not actually be able to progress for a little bit. So I'm just kind of talking with you guys about things that might be coming up this year. Another game I'm really looking forward to is Cyberpunk 2077. Yeah, let's talk about that. We haven't talked about Cyberpunk in a while. I actually have never played Cyberpunk ever. Ever. And I know that was a big hit. People were really looking forward to it. And then from what I gather, it's going to be an RPG futuristic. Shares you out on your stream on YouTube. Well, thanks, Otaku. I appreciate it, bud. How's it going? Is supposed to be like, the best way I can describe it, it's going to be, if you guys are familiar with the movie Blade Runner, starring Harrison Ford, it's supposed to be much like that in terms of the universe. It's supposed to be like a Blade Runner-esque world where you take the role of I would say kind of an overall kind of guy. He does all these like odd jobs. I guess you're saying he's mercenary, maybe. And you can get different types of abilities inside your character. You can get different modifications to your character, which gives you different abilities. And no, I'm not, even though I think it's cool, I'm not anxious for it because Keanu Reeves is in it. But I think it's really cool that he is in it, though. I'm curious to see what kind of role he plays with our character. So another game I didn't even know about was coming out. Until my buddy Dom was talking about it, and I was like, "Oh, that game's coming out." So eventually, I'm thinking about picking up Dragon Ball Kakarot, I think it's called. Wow, this is taking forever. Which is supposed to be like an RPG-esque game where you get to fight and go through the whole saga. I don't know if we get to go all the way up to Broly, not Broly, but Boo, the Boo series. But we'll see. It'll be interesting. Okay, you know what? I've had just about enough waiting.
Candy Cane is not here. At least not yet. Remember, my child, the bookmaker told us that he hangs around here at night.
That's true. You're right. Let's come back later.
candy cane is not here. At least not yet. Remember, my child.
I'm sorry, I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired of waiting and waiting. So I'm just gonna see if I can find
You're right.
living place or something where I can just sleep for a little bit. Don't suppose they would let me sleep here, would they? Probably not. Come on, I just want to rest so I can wake up at night. At this point, by the time I find a place for me to rest, it'll probably be nighttime. Let's go ahead and sell some of the stuff we don't need since we're right here.
Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate to have a rummage around. Goodbye. Don't hesitate to have a rummage around.
Nope.
Goodbye. May the Enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
What do you want now?
You're right.
Nothing. It's all right.
Remember that the Enlightened is always watching you.
Come closer. Don't hesitate. All of our products are a blessing from the Enlightened. We supply the mother.
Yeah, I have no idea where I'm going to be able to rest for the night. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I see a bonfire. That means I can rest somewhere. They're from the secrecy of the embassy. Sleep until nighttime. Okay, now we need to find myself, get back to the harbor. Alright, you gotta remember, look for a big wooden plaque elevator.
Come on! Our enemies!
Yeah, these guys never give me anything good anymore.
Here comes our pay, boys!
Okay.
Good evening. Are you the one they call Candy Cane?
Who are you?
Desade, legate of the merchant congregation.
A legate, no less. I imagine in these cases, the one accompanying you is the famous Petrus.
You seem to be very well informed. Therefore, you might be able to answer my question. What do you know about a woman in a green coat?
Why would I tell you?
We know that you have business with this woman, and that she is actually the Mother Cardinal.
How did you... You would be better off forgetting that.
That's not exactly the response I'd imagined. But nevertheless, seems rather eloquent.
I told you to forget about it, or you'll soon run into trouble. Legate or no legate.
Come on, it was just an innocent little conversation. Goodbye, Mr. Kane.
Bye. And Godspeed.
We have enough information.
Really? Is the fact that she bets on fights that are potentially fixed enough for you?
It's already a huge scandal. Let me just think about it for a little while. I will find a way of putting this information to good use.
I have faith in you, Father.
Okay, so are we done here?
My dear child, what can I do for you?
What was your role at my uncle's court? Were you already an ambassador?
No. But I was part of the embassy. I had only just started my career as a diplomat back then. Taleme was hoping to convert the congregation, and they had sent me to spread the word. I tried to teach you some of the basics because you had a predisposition for magic. But you were so young. You preferred to run around the halls with a wooden sword in hand, chasing your cousin.
I'll see you later, Father.
Take care, my child.
Okay, what other side quests do I have? That one's just going to take a while for me to get through. Go to the San Matthias to meet with the natives. Trouble in Eden. Talk to Father Ignatius. Can you guys just like run away in terror? You guys aren't much of a challenge anymore. I mean, I'm just like steamrolling these guys now. That's another thing I'm noticing is like once you get to a certain level, that the combat seems nice. It is nice once you start getting used to it. It is really nice. But then again, I'm pretty high level, and I'm feeling like the game doesn't really adjust to your when you level up. Like in The Witcher and other RPGs, the enemies will actually get tougher as you level up. Here's another question. How come we don't have a horse? San Matthias, and we're supposed to meet in the woods of San Matthias. Oh! Why can't they just meet in the... Huh. Okay, I don't think this is where we're supposed to go. Alright, here we go.
Please, I come because of a message that was sent to me.
By the Enlightened. Look at this body. These people have killed an Inquisitor, and they probably made us come here so that we too meet the same fate.
I doubt it. They would have attacked us immediately. Let's see what they have to say to us. I came following the instructions you had left the secretary of our embassy, but I wasn't expecting to find you near the corpse of a member of the Ordo Luminis.
And we didn't think that the Anol Menawi we were told about would come with another son.
Stop. This one is different. And we need their help. We were told that there was a man different from the other Renaixer amongst the Lugaean Blau. Someone who sometimes helped our people. This is why we talked to the man in the large house. But we don't really know who you are.
My name is de Sardet. I'm the legate of the congregation. It means that I am in charge of the diplomacy with the other nations. And yes, I have helped your people a few times.
A diplomat is someone who talks, right? Not someone who fights.
I know how to fend for myself, if that's your question. But will you tell me why you made me come here?
2 nights ago, we attacked a group of Red Suns who were taking away some of our people. Many of them fled. But we captured this man, and we made him talk. We wanted to know where they took our brothers. And he talked about a secret camp.
Why would the Inquisition take natives to a secret camp?
To confuse their minds. They torture them until they renounce the truth and praise the sun. This Red Sun was
Praise the
mocking
sun.
us.
That sounds familiar.
He said they would burn us, like the others. He had killed some of my brothers, so I killed him.
I don't have a lot of affection for the Ordo Luminis, but I doubt this man deserved such a fate.
And did our people deserve to be burned?
No, of course not. That's not what I meant.
If what you say is true, then indeed, we cannot let the Inquisitors continue. But because you killed him, we can only take your word for it.
Maybe not. The Red Sun had a key on him, and also some words sealed in bark. We do not know how to set them free, but the Renaik say do, don't they?
The letter ordered this man to join the escort party of a group of natives. This partly confirms what you told me.
Do the words say where the camp is located?
No, but the address of the Inquisitor is written.
What is an address?
This is how we refer to the place we live in. I suppose the key you found is the key to his door.
So you can go to his house and look for more words?
I suppose so.
You must do it, or the suns will keep burning our people.
What's your opinion, Petrus?
This warrior isn't wrong, even though I disapprove of her methods. If we let the Ordo Luminis continue to do this, we will have the same problems with the natives as the Alliance.
Very well. I will go visit this man's home. I will come back to you if I learn anything more.
Hurry. Our brothers may be dying in the meantime.
Alright, guys. So, it is actually 8:35. We kind of started a little late today. I apologize for that. I had some things go on, and I just wasn't able to get here. And I was checking out a buddy of mine's stream, Omega Ace. You guys check him out. Go check out Omega Ace's channel, guys. He's amazing. He does a lot of cool retro style games. So, what is in store for the week? Well, we are going to be continuing this until Friday. Friday will be the last day we'll be streaming Greedfall. And then we're going to be doing our multiplayer weekend, which is, I dubbed it Super Wookiee Super Saturday Special. And Nikki wants to do Friday the 13th with her and the group, so with her and the crew. So I think that's what we're going to do this Saturday. And then Monday we'll be changing the game from Greedfall to Neo. The reason why I'm changing it to Neo is because Neo 2 comes out in March. So I kind of want to have Neo 1 played and ready for you guys, so you guys can get the full story and what Neo's about. That will start February 3rd. That's also on a Monday. Aside from that, I really don't got anything else for you guys. Thank everyone who came out. You guys are awesome. There we go. Well, everyone, it's at that time. I hope you all enjoyed the show. Please don't forget to leave a like, hit that subscribe button for more Wookiee content. Also, hit that bell to stay up to date, and stay strong, all you Wookiee warriors out there. And I'll see you guys on the next adventure. Good night, everyone. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.